On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we'll take a look at prefabricated ADUs, learn the purpose of an analytical testing lab, preview smart lighting features, gain insight into building sales teams, plus lots more. The presence of accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, is gaining in popularity for a variety of reasons. They're a practical way to create the housing we need, while also providing an opportunity for property owners to generate additional rental income. Let's go inside the blueprint.
Housing is fundamentally undersupplied, and it's economics 101. We need to build more homes and add more supply in order to bring the cost of housing down. One of the best ways to bring the cost of housing down is by building homes through prefabricated construction, where we can build homes at a lower marginal cost with significantly faster on-site construction cycle times and with a significantly lower level of on-site execution risk. And when you put that all together, the potential of prefabricated construction, which we've been doing for decades in this country, we know how to do it, can be brought to bear in a way that can help bend the cost curve down for adding additional homes, especially homes at smaller sizes and entry-level price points, which are what's sorely needed throughout the country right now.
Villa Homes has experience building hundreds of ADUs throughout California, which gives them the edge to deliver on time and on budget.
Prefab allows us to build in a fraction of the time that it takes to build a traditional site-built home. About a quarter of all new homes built every year are built in infill locations. And infill locations take a lot of different forms, but it's fundamentally about taking land that's in a good existing location, surrounded by an existing community, so it makes better use of the resources we already have. Infill homes are going into locations where people already want to be. The market is established, people want to live, work, and go to school in these areas, and that makes it a really good place to build housing. For clients that add an ADU with Villa, there are lots of benefits. For an individual consumer, they're adding space to their home, and it also adds value to that home too. For institutional clients or investors who are adding units for rental applications, it can be a really compelling way to densify a property that they already own and create additional rental units and additional rental yield at a really compelling yield on cost, which makes a lot of sense.
Villa's designed the turnkey services to make it as effortless as possible on you, the client. So we will handle the site designs, we'll handle all of the permitting pulls, the entire construction process from start to finish. We also will handle service and warranties too. We have recently rolled out a project management tool, which allows us to get up-to-date daily logs from all of our people in the field, so that the project manager, who might be sitting in an office 100 miles away from the project site, can still get daily updates onto what's happening at your site at all times. This is a far more sophisticated program than your average GC is going to have, and we have it to protect you and making sure that everybody who's coming onto your site is working in a safe and compliant manner.
With bespoke customization options available, Villa Homes expertly handles it all, from design to install to everything in between.
If you go onto the Villa website, you can easily log into the Villa app, which is a proprietary site that we've built that includes both our product catalog, where you can browse all of our different series options, and then from there log into our design studio, where you can go through and select all of your floor plan options, all of your designs for your ADU. You can save multiple projects and then compare the prices from there. So it's a immersive experience where you can see your ADU come to life.
ADUs offer flexibility in terms of usage. They can be used as rental units, guest houses, home offices, or even short-term rentals through platforms like Airbnb.
For a property owner that has extra land that can be converted into yielding rental units, it's a very compelling way to add value to a property they already own. And we've seen many investor clients take advantage of the legal pathways to being able to do this through ADU densification throughout California. Villa's plans for the future are to continue to scale up our business focused on taking off-site construction methods to build homes in infill locations. We're excited to continue to take prefab construction and build homes where it's hard for other people to build them.
For more information about Villa Homes, visit their website, villahomes.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Bringing medicine from development to patients takes years due to the enormous amount of data that is needed to demonstrate safety and efficacy. What can be done so that good medicine can reach patients sooner? Can a single laboratory make a difference? Commercializing a product needs support from a lab to provide sophisticated technical data with highest quality, fast. That lab is Valentia Analytical.
Valentia Analytical serves primarily the biotech industries, the pharmaceutical industries, and medical device. Valentia Analytical's capabilities resides in the development of analytical methods used to test the purity of biopharmaceutical products. We test the purity to show that they are safe and efficacious for patients to have.
Valentia Analytical knows the difference between good data and satisfactory data, and that good data lead to faster product development. This means medicine can get to patients sooner.
Good data is predictable. It's concise. You're able to clearly understand what the story is from looking at the data. Not just an individual piece, but data that's been compiled over months and years. Good data will not necessarily take longer to generate. It is a function of strong systems that are present prior to the generation of the data. And that's what Valentia Analytical has. Strong systems in order to obtain good data. Drug sponsors have a lot in front of them in order to present to the FDA or the regulatory agencies that these drugs are safe and efficacious for patients to have. Some of the services that we provide are theories on the analytical methodologies. It's really helpful to the drug sponsors to understand not only the data that they see, but how that data is generated from this method. It serves to empower them even more in being able to tell how these drugs behave and how these drugs are characterized.
The pivotal role of analytical testing is to generate data to make transparent the product's identity, strength, purity, quality, and safety.
We achieve better data primarily through instrumentation and people. Instruments need to be clean, well maintained by trained, qualified people. We have rigorous cleaning procedures that ensures no cross-contamination. All this leads to highly sensitive data so that we can separate signal from noise. We generate data over months and years. Every data point is attributable. We know who did it. It's legible, that you can actually read it, that it's contemporaneous, that it's really done at the time, that it's original, and that it's accurate. Data integrity is not just about following principles. In addition to state-of-the-art instrumentation, we've invested in sophisticated computerized data systems that help maintain data integrity.
The art of analytical testing is in revealing the unseen. Methods must be developed specifically for the product to maximize sensitivity and reproducibility, combining state-of-the-art technologies with years of experience.
One of the latest technologies is ultra-high performance liquid chromatography. We use these instruments to separate components. The better you can separate, the better you can quantify. These are fantastic technologies that we invested in. It helps to build better data. The data that come out of them have to have the highest integrity, and they have to be maintained. So we have our LIMS systems and our scientific data management systems on secured servers that are backed up daily.
Remember, better data is achievable when combining robustly developed methods, state-of-the-art technologies, well-maintained instrumentation, robust training programs, and commitment to data integrity.
The future of Valentia Analytical is to be a center of excellence in analytical testing, in data integrity, inspiring the younger generation to improve quality of data, make it even better in the future than what we have now, make drug development faster, ultimately get medicine to patients sooner.
For more information about Valentia Analytical, visit their website, valentiaanalytical.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Launched in 2000 in Gardena, California, a small company dedicated to the idea of environmentally conscious, sustainable production of lighting products, Visionaire Lighting quickly expanded in both reputation and size.
From the beginning, we started doing smaller scale jobs, everything from parks to sports facilities, and then got into automotive lighting. And as the company grew, we got into more large scale projects like smart cities and street lighting.
Fred, the president and owner of our company, was also involved in tennis, and so they wanted to start doing tennis lighting. And so we initially started by lighting tennis courts with HID, or high intensity discharge lamps.
Our company initially started with just assembling products, and over the years, we brought more and more processes in-house. Now today, we are a completely vertically integrated company who manufactures all of its different components here in our facility.
The advent of commercially viable solid-state, or LED lighting, was the first significant change in the industry in over 100 years.
The new technology that Visionaire has and why it's going to make us stand out is because an open platform, it's a single pane of glass. Currently, in today's lighting market, if I am with a university or if I'm with a city, I want to be able to control my lights, I want to be able to control my parking sensors, my oxygen sensors, any kind of thing, and any time I want to do that, I have to do that on a separate login, a separate program. What's unique to Visionaire is we're an open protocol, which means we have different devices from different manufacturers that we could bring in and all operate on our own user interface.
Because solid-state lighting was essentially a small computer, it enabled other connected devices to interface with lighting for the first time at this level. This was the birth of smart lighting.
The technology that I developed was a platform, a very agnostic, unique platform where we could have multiple softwares on one pane of glass. So I could actually take it to where I could bring in 3 or 4 different types of software, bring it into one, and be able to visualize everything on a single pane of glass.
In the light fixtures there's a real estate. There's a platform inside there which allows that. The light itself's not detecting that movement, but there would be a computer or brain chip that's inside that platform that allows you to be able to signal what's going on based on the camera.
Visionaire manufactures its own printed circuit boards in-house in its Surface Mount Technology, or SMT, facility. Each board is individually tested and analyzed for quality. This ensures the elevated level of product quality and longevity.
We have robots doing injection molding, making the optics for our LED fixtures. We have a SMT room, which is surface mount technology, which will pick an LED off of a reel and place it onto our printed circuit board. We have a pattern shop, or sandcasting for die cast.
Just like the smartphone's evolution over the years, Pangea Link technology will integrate with applications we haven't even imagined yet. There's a street light almost every place you look, which can support this technology in the future.
When you talk about the future and the application, it's really unlimited, and it's allowed us to continue to keep desiring the city's wants and needs and learning them as they're learning them at the same time.
The great thing about our technology is it's really future-proof. Because we are an open-ended platform, that means that whatever you have currently today, if you're happy with it, that's great, but if you realize you have a need and you need to incorporate something else into that system, you could do that in the future. So if you want to bring cameras onto it, if you want to bring smart water meters onto it, you're allowed to do that in the future because it's an open-ended platform.
The future for Visionaire is actually very, very bright. We're really developing things today and future-proofing our fixtures to where people can actually have access to this stuff 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. As you know, software never stops. It's always an evolving thing. So in some cases, we know where we are today, but it could change in 24 months. It could be a totally different technology. So we're trying to stay on the cutting edge of that.
For more information about this new technology, please visit visionairelighting.com. Starting a new company from scratch? There are several steps that must be taken in order to turn your new venture into a thriving business. Who can you turn to when you need help reaching customers outside of your network? Let's learn more from the experts at Darwinian Ventures.
The culture at Darwinian Ventures is all about performing at our very best. We're all about hitting our numbers, exceeding our numbers, and helping trigger growth for our clients. On top of that, we really love to have a good time while we're doing it, and I think that sort of feeds everything that we do. We focus on software and technology companies that sell to other businesses, so B2B SaaS companies, B2B software companies. We go deeper than just giving recommendations. We're actually doing the heavy lifting and generating sales and generating growth for our clients. So there's one client that we just took on called Spectrio, which is about 400 people total. They sell digital signage. So it was our job to help standardize things across the board and give each of the folks in each of the divisions an even playing ground so that they could really succeed. We always try to push people out of their comfort zone. We encourage them to look for new methods, look for new tools, look for new ways of doing things. And usually, if you're smart about it, there's some amazing growth that can happen. So we do a number of things with an early client. The first thing is always an audit. So we'll go deep into their current systems, we'll learn what works for them, we'll learn what type of customers have been buying from them if they do have sales. And then what we do is we try to build a systematic framework around making that repeatable and then ultimately making it scalable.
Darwinian Ventures is unique in that they focus on the bigger picture, building systems and strategies to help you achieve your revenue goals.
Darwinian Ventures focuses on the big picture, the entire revenue ecosystem. So having that full visibility from lead all the way to closure and collections, contracting is really important. The three main problems I see with both early and late stage companies is with the tooling infrastructure, lead generation, and the deal closing process. You can't just focus on lead generation. Oftentimes what we see is that there are leads coming in, but where the failing point is actually on the closing process. We look at the entire customer journey from lead all the way to closing. Before we kick off any project, typically what we do is we'll go under NDA and we'll do a complimentary sales audit. And it sets us up to understand what we're stepping into. And it gives the clients a feel of how we operate and how we think about their big picture. To understand the full sales cycle, you have to break down your sales program into three main parts. You have your awareness, you have your consideration, you have your closing. What we typically do is we build every single stage of this funnel into the CRM and define really rigid goals for what the inputs are to get the outputs exiting that stage.
From planning to launch, your ability to go to market faster and more prepared just got sent into hyperdrive.
Here at Darwinian, we have four main offerings. We have a lead generation offering where you can fully outsource your lead gen to us. We also have an advisory package. You can outsource your sales operations or revenue operations to us. And the last one we do is it's called fully managed sales, where you can outsource the entire sales function to us.
So the reason that we're here this week is partly to train our team and partly just to do team building and work together from the same place. We're pretty unbiased when it comes to tools, but one of our most favorites is going to be HubSpot because we find that it has the ability to capture the sales process from end to end. The way that we set up this ecosystem of success is that we have weekly meetings with our clients, keeping the forecast really super tight and accurate.
Darwinian Ventures has come in and helped us look at all of the processes and tools that we've been using in our sales organization, and they are optimizing all of those tools, helping us find more efficient tools and state-of-the-art technology and methodologies to enhance our sales organization to enable us to grow at a much more rapid rate. I think there is so much value in having an independent person or party come in and take a look at your organization and the way you work. Darwinian has come in with no biases, an incredible work ethic. They stand behind what they say and what they prove, and they prove it out in the results. And they're a phenomenal group to work with. I would highly recommend working with them.
The one thing I would say to any business owner is adaptability and evolving is absolutely paramount. There's always a way forward and there's always a way to grow your business, and we'd love to be a part of it.
For more information about Darwinian Ventures, visit their website, darwinian.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Magic-Pak is an industry leader in multifamily HVAC technology. A combination of performance, convenience, and flexibility, these all-in-one units optimize the construction process from design to occupancy.
So our mission is to be the obvious choice for heating and cooling solutions for the multifamily industry, for architects and engineers and developers and contractors. This is a goal that we pursue with a unique product called Magic-Pak. Magic-Pak is an all-in-one HVAC system that maximizes and optimizes projects. Allied Air is a division of Lennox International, and we happen to be celebrating our 125th anniversary this year. Lennox is quite unique, actually, as the only American-based pure HVAC provider. Our commitment and our intensity of focus is a big, big deal. We launched the Magic-Pak concept more than 50 years ago now, offering a new approach to delivering comfort in multifamily dwellings. In fact, we created this all-in-one HVAC category.
Magic-Pak is an all-in-one HVAC system which improves the overall building environment while saving time and money.
So Magic-Pak is a really unique approach to doing heating and cooling systems in a multifamily environment, like an apartment or a condo. First of all, it starts by not taking two separate components, an indoor unit and an outdoor unit, and having them separately installed, but having everything combined into one single box. So when you do that, you simplify the design stage by making it easier to include the HVAC system unobtrusively in the apartment complex or building. It makes it easier for an architect to design around the HVAC system and not have to make space and waste valuable green space outside the building. It makes it easier for the installing contractor to repeatably put in a unit indoor only, takes less than half the time of a traditional system, reduces your labor hours, and gets you faster to the occupancy stage when the property can start making money.
Magic-Pak, with its plug-and-play design, is an ideal HVAC solution for apartments, condominiums, hotels, and other multifamily buildings construction. Its heating and cooling solution simplifies multi-vent building development at every stage, from construction to maintenance.
We say a lot of times with Magic-Pak that it's one choice that has a greater impact. So we know that architects and developers make over 5,000 choices on the products they want to include in every property they develop. And we think Magic-Pak actually creates the opportunity to open up more space, create a nicer living area, quieter, more peaceful space, and a space that's more desirable for residents. So there's a lot that goes into a great HVAC system. There's a compressor, there's an evaporator coil, there's a condenser, there's a blower, electrical components, control boards, and with Magic-Pak, we've been able to condense every single one of those components into a single package that's very simple to design with, very simple to install, it's unobtrusive on the property, and it helps fulfill the architect's vision. So I think that's where our innovation really shows. So this all-in-one HVAC system contains everything you need in one single compact package. You have a high-efficiency blower up top that moves the air throughout your system. In the center, you'll see a high-efficiency gas section with reliable blowers and a high-efficiency inducer motor to bring in fresh air from the outside. And then at the bottom, you'll see the compressor and then our high surface area coils that transfer the maximum amount of heat to the maximum amount of efficiency.
We're in Allied Air Manufacturing in Owensboro, South Carolina. We started off from the base lay-in station, move around to the brazing stations. This is where we solder our joints together so that there causes no leaks. Then we put those to two high-powered pressure tests. One high-powered pressure, the next is the chamber. Then we go through a vacuum stage, test it, cooling stages. Then we install that to marry the heating side. So this unit is so incredibly different because we actually combine 2 in 1. It doesn't split, 2 in 1. You have heating and cooling out of the same cabinet. Here at the facility, we do assemblies for residential heating and air conditioning here. We assemble them here on the manufacturing floor. Then we package them and ship them.
From innovative technology that serves architects, property developers, engineers, and mechanical contractors, Allied Air, with their product Magic-Pak multifamily HVAC system, which optimizes the construction process from design to occupancy.
So we're really excited about the future of our company. Magic-Pak is a well-recognized solution in many markets across Canada and the United States. We're seeking to broaden our footprint into all of the other markets, and we expect to see significant growth in the future.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to become part of Inside the Blueprint, go to our website, insidetheblueprint.com.